just vibey vibes. Welcome. Let's talk about Love Island tonight's news. First episode. It was a lot snoozy. Like everything was just like, okay, sharks. You know, there's this thing they say that if someone does not want to be saved, you cannot save him. Obviously, Sharks has not seen what's happening from outside, so he's living in that moment, so he does not know what's happening. So it's not like he doesn't want to be saved, because there's nothing from outside that have maybe let him know. He's living in a cocoon, and he feels like because every time she hurts him, he tries to fight to keep them back together. He feels like that means that that's the best love he's ever had. I understand that situation because I've seen it happen. And when things like that happen, you think that, oh, this is because the way I am fighting, I've never fought for someone like this. I've never fought hard to keep a relationship before. This must be nice, because you're being gaslit. You understand what I mean? Someone is gaslighting you, and then you are, because of the way they do it, in a way, you feel at fault even when they're at fault, or you feel like, yeah, they're at fault, but I also did something even if you did nothing. So you feel like, okay, yes, okay, let's work on it. So you feel like, oh, I'm giving my all, I'm fighting for this relationship. This is it. You see it as it. You see it like the love of your life, the person you're gonna be with forever. Nah, it's not gonna be. It could be for you. Then you're gonna spend the rest of your life going through that kind of scenario. Hopefully not for anybody. I hope everybody kind of somehow at the point gets over it. But I would wait to see if when Shaz get out of that villa, if he still feels if he still feels the same way after some time they're still together. That's what I wait for. Okay, so I'll just talk about the dates. So Kai, you can see that in the date, I don't know, for some reason the producers did not let us see that Kai was being playful and spoke about, having things in common. They made it seem like it was a teaching stuff. But you can tell that the way the date ended, it was just, hey, see you later, see you around. So you could tell that there was nothing romantic in there, but they made it kind of seem like it was. But then when Casey had his own date, Casey was like open, like he's an open book. I feel like Casey is the new Ron. I feel like he's gonna do whatever he's gonna do. Claudia is gonna cry and cry and cry, and he's gonna get back to Claudia and say, oh, it's been you all along. And that's what I just kind of see, because the kind of connection that him and Cynthia had, for him not to choose her, then wait for this year, and now someone else has come. So I just feel like if people keep coming and keep picking him, he's just Ron 2.0. That's what I think. I might be wrong, but we shall see as time goes on. We shall see what would happen with that. And then Jesse, finally, you've dropped it, huh? Does it not feel good that now you're not crying every 5 seconds? Does it not feel good that now you're just living your best life, giving the guy the chance that you should have just, literally, that is the game of Love Island. You've lived it before. So why were you being too this? I understand that the last time someone stood there with someone else, but this time he didn't. So I'm just glad that there's no more crying Jesse, but now there's not crying Claudia. As much as I could get a little bit of why Jesse was crying, Claudia, what is this about? Like the guy, when you talk, let me not go into saying things into existence anyway, but when you keep on saying, this guy is gonna, you just get yourself so low. For what? The other guy is interested in you, but now you're not giving him time of day because you're there crying over a guy that's not interested in you. You think that's gonna make him interested in you? Let me tell you something. Casey might start grafting Claudia back if Claudia was giving Kenan 100%. That maybe that's when he might say, oh, maybe I really like her. But obviously, him and Tom's conversation, he doesn't even fancy her at all. So, or not fancy at all, but he doesn't fancy her. I don't think he did, but I think he felt like, oh, the public must have put us together for a reason. These people are game players, let me tell you. Some people that look like, oh, they're not game players, they're the biggest game player. Don't you see that very wealthy people always get married? What that, like, quick, very quick. Like the guys that will be in their life and you'll be like, huh, what is happening? They always get married very quick because the guys are looking for a way to get part of it. Or the girls, the same thing. People are always opportunistic. So I felt like Casey and Claudia's relationship was like, oh, the public voted us together. They think we're compatible, so let's stick it out. That's why I feel like maybe Claudia just got tired of sticking it out. And then Olivia was trying to get Kenan to herself. I think she wanted to do 7th time is a charm, The guys pick me. She has this pick me thing in her. The moment they say the guy is a football rugby player, which is like American football, she's like, in her mind, she's like, okay, now after I told this guy he should be closed up, I cannot now. But then she tried to go. I'm gonna say this: the producers, they do this very bad behavior reward. Like when someone has bad character, they make the person that has the bad character kind of shame the person. That I'm not saying that Martin has a good character person, but he didn't show any bad character, honestly. But Tanya has displayed everything she's displayed. Now they let Tanya's kind of pick Shaq to send Martin home, just the same way they let Tom, after, according to Zara, that they didn't show was shouting like very rude at her and everything that happened before. So she went through a hell of a day, and then they still let Tom to send her home. So they do this thing. I don't know why they're rewarding bad character, honestly. Martin's sense of humor is like top notch at the end. Obviously, maybe he has that sense of humor. Maybe he was even a talker. We just didn't get to see his personality because they didn't, you know what I mean, they didn't show us. Or I feel like Martin actually relaxed when he felt like he was gonna go home. Like after Shaq, he was just like, okay, I can be myself completely. I think if he had been himself this earlier on, he would have. Even if he can't get vote because they didn't bring anybody for him. They didn't even, you know what I mean? Like Shaq needed to leave Tanya. Why did you guys not bring the black girl in? Like, I'm not saying, but it looks like their type is black, so you could have, maybe they could have brought the black girl in. I feel like, or a mixed girl in, or something like that. That could have been better. That's what I think, anyway. But yeah, I like the speech that he gave at the end. He said he's not the best time this day of his life, because he wanted to say he was. Then he's like, no, he's not. Then he wanted to say that Tanya have not done anything, but he's like, no, you have. He was like, today I'm gonna be Mr. Truth. So I like that. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you on Sunday night. Bye bye.